Hello, everybody, peeps. This one is coming to you from the game of Elder Scrolls Online. Actually, I'm not a Khajiit, I'm this one over here. That's my companion, Ember, who will tell you she was named for the color of her eyes. Ember is yellow as piss holes in the snow. Anyway, this is my second video about this location, because I continue to hear really disparaging remarks, almost not quite hate, but a lot of people don't like this new house in the Telvanni Peninsula. It's Kelsand's Rune. They just don't seem to like it. So I made a video about this place, trying to recommend it, because I'm quite enjoying building here. I know it's not really what the game's about, building. Furnishing, yes. Building, no. But I'm enjoying it. I like this house. I keep trying to persuade people I know that play this game to use the house and enjoy it. So I think housing is really one of the best sort of end game activities. When you've done everything else, you know, you've got all the achievements that you can be bothered, such as Emperor. This is Emperor armor, or Empress of Tamriel. And it does look nice on the female figure, I have to say. It doesn't look so good on a male figure, I don't think. Anyway, let's back to this house. This is how you enter. I think a lot of people don't like it because of where it is. It's in the middle of nowhere. That's the nearest town, the main town in the area, Necrom. And there's just nothing else. There's a free inn room, which I also have, in Necrom. And there's a house you can buy. But I think it's only available occasionally. It's not available full time. But this is a free house, like the free inn, and considerably bigger. So I don't see the problem. A gift horse in the mouth type thing. It's free. For goodness sake. It's free. I've been doing a lot of with the fungi. Admittedly, I bought some furnishing packs. I don't know whether it's still available now. It's maybe gone from the Crown store. Yes. Yep, it's gone, I think. It's zombie. Oh, I've got that already, it seems. Purchased. Yeah, it's gone, the furnishing pack. But it provided me with some even bigger mushrooms. Fun with fungi. And these two statues, which are rather lovely, I think. You can switch them on and off, the light effects. Rather nice. But back to this house, and that's the kind of area. It does look a bit gynecological with fallopian tubes and stuff. But that's just a map. Now this gazebo, this bandstand came with the furnishing pack and these glowing mushrooms. But many of the mushrooms came with the house, like these pink parasol type things. This one with all the dangly bits came with, and these ones came with the house. So and these trees, I think just about all the trees came with it. That didn't. That is a hedge overgrown, but you can buy that in Somerset. Hedge overgrown. There's my egg timer of temporal changeosity, so you can change the time of day with it. Sunset. Ooh. I'm not quite sure what's the best time of day for this place. It's quite nice, isn't it? More moody. I like moody atmosphere. Very lovely statues. And here's some of the furnishing pack mushrooms. These big jobs here. I wish they were a bit more rubbery. Like bouncy castles, you know, where you can jump up and down on them and they'd be like trampolines. Oh yes. One of the reasons for putting ramps in and stuff like that is to avail oneself of the views. Rather lovely scenery. It might be a nearly 10-year-old game, but it's very scenic, very picturesque. Also, I was trying to explore the boundaries, that limits of the playable or buildable area. You can see there's an invisible wall here, right up against it there. And there's an invisible ceiling up here as well. So you can only build so high. They've managed to push that out through the boundary of this statue. What is it called? Well, can't even see it because it's outside it's not registering because it's outside the build limit. So I can't go any higher than this. I can't climb up there. But still, you know, look at the view you get from up here. Magnificent, I have to say. Super splendid, smashing. And this is my want. I want to access all areas wherever possible. I tried going up there, but again, it's another invisible wall. Not awfully keen on these grisly looking fungi type things. Yes, can't get up there. But I'm going to have a secluded seating area here. And I get around to putting some furniture here. And perhaps some kind of a gazebo or parasol to keep the rain off, keep the weather off, so you can sit up here with your gin and tonic, your Pims, your scotch and soda, whatever. and enjoy the view. I sort your hair out. It's a mess. I've also got this house on the American server where I play on the American server, of course. And I've been trying to fit it out and furnish it in the same sort of way. So there's a cross exchange of ideas. What I do on one server in this place, if I like it, I can bring it over to this server as well. For instance, having a seat up here to enjoy the view on top of the bandstand. Well, I think I've got more furniture up here in the American server, including a little side table for my drinkies and a lamp. So that's the main front door to the house proper. There's an extensive bit of garden. I've jumped around the limits, so you can explore all the boundaries. For instance, there's an invisible wall here. You can't get over that fence there, so you can't access this rather nice waterfall, sadly. The fence is the barrier. These trees come with it. These mushrooms came with the furnishing pack. And here's the other door. This is into the sort of workshop or basement area, which is effectively a very large masonry-lined cave with that grotesque fungus all over it. Except I've built a house here. Still a work in progress. I did the same on the American server. In fact, I started building the house on the American server and thought, what a good idea. I'll do the same over here on the European server. And that's the best light I could find. The Asioplasm cage has a blue light, which kind of makes these fungal growths, this Hermaeus mora tentacula fungus business, look a bit nicer, less grisly, less like salami or chorizo or preserved meat of some sort. Oh yes, I've been trying to use these bookcases. I inserted some bookcases into these shelves, these wall shelves. So it's... And of course, I don't have these bookcases on the American server because they're like a lot of the plans and whatever for furnishings. It's a bit of pot luck whether you can find them or not. So most of the structural furnishings I have on both servers. But the windows there, the high aisle windows, I only have on the European server. I haven't yet found them on the American server. Which means this house is probably better or more advanced in its state of construction. It's nearing a satisfactory state of completion because I've got much more in the way of furnishings for it. But anyway, this blue light certainly improves this cave, which is just be a dark, dismal hole. In fact, I'll take and put it away and look at that. It's it's just not a nice colour. Really. I think it's definitely improved by putting it up there. I went directly above the door, didn't I? Yes. Like how Mesmora's one eye, a big glowing eye, except it should be green if it was his eye. That kind of radioactive phosphorescent green. That'll do. So this came with the site, these fungal lights, and this came with the furnishing pack. This came with the site. Quite nice, I quite like them. Oh yes, this was also available for a limited time. Statue. Is it of Vivek? He has that two-tone quality, doesn't he? And he has a nice halo when you switch him on. And there's another jacuzzi type setting. Or is it a kind of a weird B-Day type fountain malarkey going on? Quite splashy. Nice. Let's put him off. And his light fitting. So this is where the workshop proper is going to be. Oh yes. This carpet came with the site, and in fact there's 2 or 3 of these roundel type carpets, and they look a bit mouldy, so I thought I'd better decorate it with some glowing fungi from the furnishing pack. This is a reward from the tribute game, the card game. Get quite a few, and this also. So if you play tribute, you can get these things. So this always makes a good light fitting. The cheap light fitting. I think this house fits in quite nicely here. It more economically or interestingly occupies the space. This light illuminates this painting very nicely. It doesn't really need it, but it does light it up really nicely. Makes it look like a sunset going on over there. Very pretty. So the houses that I built here are slightly different on the American server to this. Again, because of the availability of materials and structures and items. Like these curtains, for instance, I don't have them on the American server, North American server. Well, these bookshelves, these bookcases, don't have them there. I don't think I have even this Merkmeyer lighting there. So So my American server version of this house is a much more impoverished, Spartan affair, but possibly more homely. That's the elevator to the other part of the house, main part of the house. My library books. I like the way some of these tapestries have no collision, so you can walk through them. So, I highly recommend that you do something interesting with this place. See what you can do here. Oh yes, he does that thing, doesn't he? Azandar. I only recently got him as a house guest. So this is sort of the master bedroom, really. Though there are 2 beds, or is it 3? Yeah, it's just 2 here. On the American server, it's 3. Yeah, through the window. Yeah, I do like these windows. I wish I had them on both servers. I wish there was cross-server sharing of such things, but there's not, sadly. This Hermes, more a bronze statue. Makes a good decorative keystone for the fireplace, but you do have to turn it upside down. I need to get a music box for this place, because there's only so much of that I can put up with. There's the little window from the inside. These nice Merkmeyer lamps. Again, I only have it on this server, not the American server, sadly. But I actually prefer the way I've done the attic rooms on the American server to this. You know, this is still a bit Spartan. I'm not happy with this at all. Still fitting it out though. Work in progress. think my house here is slightly bigger. Again, because I've used different floor pieces. Because once again, I have this on the European server, but not the American server. And that carpet. Oh, and I could go on and on. And I'll try not to. Awful sorry about that. Don't mean to moan and nag. I'm trying to be positive about this place. But then I'm still enjoying building here. And this house, this entire house I have built. Go to the other, what's meant to be the main house. The main residential part of the house. But this is not very homely, I don't think. I don't find it very appealing. These lights that come with it are not very effective. We've had to bring in lighting. This pile of treasure makes a nice light. Because it comprises numerous lamps, which somehow managed to burn. As if by magic. Including a glowing egg timer. Oh yes, this is free at the moment to people that have ESO Plus. No. And these are really the guest quarters. And you got some friends over that want to stay. To bring in these vampiric sconces. Luckily I've got them on both servers. But even these Daedric brazier type thing to better illuminate. Otherwise it'd be a bit dark. Look how dark and dismal that is without that light. Yes. And there you go. And going out to the garden. Kelsan Rune Terrace. So I hope you liked that, found it interesting, and if you like this video, please give it a like, a thumbs up. It'd certainly be appreciated. And if you want to see more of my videos, including the North American server version of this house, then you can subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. And if you subscribe, you'll be able to see more of this kind of thing. More of my videos or stuff in a similar vein. Why is she sitting in her chair side saddle? That's a bit odd, isn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and ta-ta for now. Cheerio!